Tonight, the Habs played the Bruins for the third time this season. The Habs having won the first two games, tonight the Bruins went home with the victory with a score of 1-0. Carey Price made 16 stops tonight, and it was PK Subban's 100th game in career with the Habs. I'm meeting Mike Cammalleri to talk about the game. Mike, tonight against Boston, it was a great game. It was a big game. Third game of the season against Boston, but mostly second game in a row against a team who has a very big winning streak. So how's the challenge when you face a team like that?
Yeah, it's kind of unique. You don't find yourself in that situation very often in your career. We played in New York last game, and they were coming off a 7-game winning streak, and we were able to beat them with a really good game. And tonight we played Boston, who was coming off an 8-game, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that tonight, and so they're 9 now.
But you're still, you did a great job because they scored only one goal against you, and in their past 8 games they had an average of 5.25 goals per game, which is a lot. And tonight only 1, so you still did a great job in that part.
I think we held them to 17 shots and 1 goal against, which is a positive. But when you would lose a game, you know it's hard to call it a great job. We would like to provide some more offense than that, undoubtedly, and not scoring any hurts us tonight, especially when we had a chance. We had a 4-minute power play over the end of the second and the beginning of the third, and certain times in a game, certain times in a season where you really need that power play to be accountable, and tonight was one, and we weren't able to deliver.
And tonight there was very few penalties, which is surprising against Boston. So why is that? Do you think both teams focused more on play a simple hockey than roughness, or?
Yeah, it turned out to be a little more of a chess match, a little less of an up-tempo game, and a little maybe slower pace than we're used to seeing in a Boston-Montreal game. I think both teams have been playing a lot of games, and it's a Monday night game, and there's a few different factors that play into it. But it wasn't your traditional Montreal-Boston where there's all kinds of shenanigans going on and a hockey game breaks out.
On the ice, how was the rivalry? Is it still there?
Oh yeah, undoubtedly. Boston-Montreal is a rivalry that supersedes any of us individuals that are playing it currently, and it will be there for years and years to come. So it's fun to get to be part of it.
When you win against Boston, is the feeling even better, and when you lose against them, is it even worse?
Well, there's rivalry games. I mean, I guess the best way to describe it. You're an athlete, so you would know you've played in rivalry games, but for most people, anytime you have a rival in anything in life, whether it's at your job or socially or wherever it might be, it always is a little more satisfying when you're able to succeed. So yeah, there's an added dynamic when you play one of these rivalry type games against Boston.
So we'll get them next time. I hope so.
Oui.
Thanks.
Bienvenue. Bonne soirée.
Tomorrow morning, the Habs will practice in Brossard, and then we'll hit the road for a 2-game trip versus the Hurricanes, then the Flyers. This is Evelyne Audet for Habs TV.